Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. There you go. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, my dear friends. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Well, Japa, and we'll read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavata, I think. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, you guys got to see that picture of Andromeda. Man, is she like she's from Andromeda or somewhere, some really another planet or something. Anyway, it's Sachi posted it. It's pretty amazing, actually. Very uncommon photo. Yeah, she definitely. What a great name for her, Andromeda. She's like from another planetary system. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Probably feels like it too, huh? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. See if you can see the picture. Look at her. Yeah, I never seen her picture before. She never showed a picture. There it is. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Oh my Lord. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. I really love my God. My Lord is so great, man. He's fantastic. I just want to tell the whole world, my Lord is fantastic. Oh man, a relationship with God is so important. We're not alive until that happens, man. You know, it's no fun to be alone, man. It's so great to have who we're meant to be with forever with us, huh? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Can anybody relate to this? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just call his name. You know, I finally figured out why the Lord doesn't always come in public so much. You know, because he's so fantastic, so great, so unusual, so uncommon. He's a little shy. That's why you probably feel a little shy too. You know, I started thinking. I was on chanting. I said, why are we going to hold back? Why don't we just let people know the glories of the Lord? You know, even though they don't understand it. But, you know, that was Lord Chaitanya's mood. He had some realization. He realized, hey, why shouldn't I show who God is, what God is publicly? Just show the people. You know, everybody's in their own world. They look. Of course, they're going to think, oh, that's kind of strange. What's that kind of thing? But still, you know, they get to see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, she looks like she's from another universe in a good way, not a strange way, beautiful way, unique. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. You know, Krishna is really the real treasure. He really is. Radha and Krishna, my God, is unbelievable. So amazing. I thought I knew, but how every day I know. It's like I know it more. It's like it's just a never-ending, deepening of the truth. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh wow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. You know, Lord Chaitanya came here because he wanted to meet people. You know, he wanted to meet his part and parcels and them and meet him. You know, a meeting that has happened after a very long time. We haven't seen the Lord in millions of lifetimes, so he has come here to meet us. And so devotees, they come and share that meeting with others. Extensions of the Lord's mercy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. I feel pulled in two directions. Let's read a little bit too. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. So let's see. We'll read from Madhya Lila. Let's see. Let's try this. Madhya Lila, chapter 13. Caitanya Bhagavata. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, who is an ocean of all transcendental excellencies. Oh yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Every day, that's what I'm experiencing. Every day, it's an ocean of transcendental excellencies and new excellencies and new excellencies and new excellencies. Yeah, these dogs, this is a dog haven here. Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's such a perfect truth about the Lord. He's the an ocean of all transcendental excellencies, and that's exactly what a perfect way to explain it. All transcendental excellencies is what the devotees get to relish every day, more and more and more. All glories to him who is also known as Vishvambara, who is the lawgiver of the entire oh, this is a good one. Listen to this. He is the lawgiver of the entire material creation. Isn't that amazing? That's exactly what he is. That's another excellencies. You know, he's the lawgiver, lawmaker. He's the lawmaker, yeah. He's the lawgiver in the entire. Let's look at how that happens here. See? You notice the world is full of laws. We got laws everywhere. We got laws in the world. We got laws in society. We got spiritual laws, laws of creation. You know, even the demons are following laws. She got it. Great. See, even the demons are following laws. Demigods follow the laws. See, so, and where do those laws come from? From the lawgiver, Lord Chaitanya. Yeah. All law comes from him. Okay? That's why even Prabhupada's books are what? Law books. Okay? Higher spiritual law. Okay? It's like, that reminds me of the story with Ajamil. Ajamil in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is so great, man. I just feel. Ajamil. That dog. Somebody should go over there. It's got a big mouth. Ajamil. Ajamil. Yeah. So anyway, Ajamil was dying, and he broke a lot of laws. You know, he was a Brahmin, and so he was following the laws and the mode of goodness. You know, and became elevated to the mode of goodness. And then he got association with a prostitute, and married her, and they ended up going down. You know, then he started following the laws of the mode of ignorance and degrading. See, passion and ignorance. So anyway, he's down in the lower modes, ready to go to hell because he was a bad person. Became a bad person by following lousy law. See, that's the thing. You got to follow the best law. Everybody needs to follow the best laws possible. Okay? This is going to have a great moral. So everybody listen very carefully. I don't know what it is yet exactly, but it's forming. So everybody's following law. You know, some law, higher law, lower law. You know, you follow the laws in the mode of ignorance. What's the law? You're going to go in the mode of ignorance. You go to hell in hellish conditions. Okay? Follow the laws in the mode of passion. You're going to go and be, you know, elevating a human being. So anyway, Ajamil, at the end of his life, he dies or starts to die, and he calls out for his son, Narayan. So first, the order carriers who are following karmic law, you know, I heard about people called karmis, karma, they're following karmic law, you know, action and reaction. If you do good deeds, you get good rewards, you know, in heaven. You can go to heaven and have 7 beautiful virgins and have all the sex you want, eat all the food you want, and no reaction, no belly aches, no, you know, draining of energy. It's all okay. That kind of place. Unlimited sense pleasures and just beautiful time you can have for 1,000,000 years or so. So Ajamil, unfortunately, he lost that elevation in the mode of goodness. Okay? So by association, see, it's all by association. That's why, you know, we need to associate with people who chant the holy name and can draw the Lord to us, right? By association. Look at Ajamil. He went from the mode of goodness to the mode of ignorance and passion. Like that. Good. That's why if you associate with devotees who are in the mode of, have drawn the Lord, you know, have the mercy of the Lord, in transcendental mercy of the Lord, you're drawn into the spiritual dimension. That's why they come here, man. That's why that's why they call saviors. That's why Jesus came here, man. That's why all of them, Krishna, Ram, see, they elevate us by their association. If they didn't come, we would never get up into that consciousness. There's too many coverings in the universe. Too many. You can't pierce them. You know, we're too covered over. You know, we're just in darkness. See? So the light has to come to us. Okay? The Bhagavatam is the light, but a lot of people, they can't read it, they can't understand it because there's too much darkness. Got to be purified. Only the pure in heart can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? And a pure heart is how? I'm going to get a muzzle for that dog. And a pure heart is gotten by the devotees who worship the Lord in loving ecstasy. Okay? Then they have the right understanding. Yeah, so anyway, Ajamil is the Yamadutas come and say, okay, we're going to take Ajamil. We're going to take you. You've been a bad person, bad boy. We're going to come and you got to go before Yamaraj. He's going to spank you. You know, put you in hell for a while because you're a bad person. See? Action and reaction. This is karma. See? Karma is karma. So he had one good quality. He chanted Krishna's name. He chanted Narayan, calling for his son even. Anyway, somehow or other, that was not pure chanting because it wasn't really calling for God. It wasn't, but it was called Namabhas, and it was enough to purify him, to get the attention of the Vishnu Dutas. See? And that was Prabhupada's trick and Bhaktisiddhanta's trick, to get people to chant and chant and chant and chant. And eventually, they'll attract the attention because their chanting is not pure. It's not prema chanting. See, and that chanting will attract the Vishnu Dutas. See, not just something in the sky. Guru, real guru. A real guru will come to them and save them, just like the Vishnu Dutas did with Arjuna. Okay? Even though they're not chanting purely. That's why Jesus himself said, all your fastings, all your worship of God, all your crying out, all your study of the scriptures and not understanding them has led you to me. See? That's the bona fide spiritual master. They're the Vishnu Dutas in this world. If you don't get that kind of association, you don't get delivered. This is the law. See, here you go. The law of deliverance is Guru Tattva. Didn't know that, huh? It's something new to me. I've heard it many times, but never heard it quite explained like this today. I love speaking and also listening. You know, there's something that really amazing. Being a speaker and the listener at the same time. That is amazing. I love this, man. I learned so much here. You see how that shows up? It was an affection that the Ajamil spoke the name Narayan. Well, it was affection for his son, which is mundane affection. So just by the fact he called out the name, and it was in a distress. It says in the Bhagavatam, he called out in distress, actually. It wasn't really affection, it was distress. You know, but there was probably affection for his son, but not for God. No. If he would have done that, that would be more like prema bhakti, but he didn't have that. Another dog. Where do these dogs come from? At least the other one's quiet. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so the Vishnu Dutas came because he chanted the holy name, and they had a fight or a discussion with the Yamadutas. Okay. So the Yamadutas were confused because they were following the law of karma. You know that Yamaraj. See, their teacher is Yamaraj. He's a highly elevated personality, and he was doing like Prabhupada, teaching them about, you know, ceremonies and rules and regulations and, you know, stuff like that. Stuff to do with, well, actually, Prabhupada was teaching a little higher than that, but still teaching something lower than the ultimate. See? Prabhupada's books are, on the other hand, go very deep, but what he spoke and how he taught was, you know, a mixture, getting people, yeah, okay, do ceremonies, do ceremonial worship, you know, build temples, work for Krishna, you know, do rituals, yeah, get things going. Okay? So there's laws. See, there's these different laws. And so anyway, Ajamil got the qualification by association with the Vishnu Dutas, who are spiritual, to follow higher spiritual laws. It purified him to be able to do that by their association, and by his chanting led him to that. You see, you got to meet the real devotees to end up to go to the next step. And that's really, there's a lot of lessons in this story, in all the stories, actually. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So law, so higher law. So that's about the law. So this is the lawgiver. Okay, yeah, we got a lawgiver. So Lord Chaitanya is the lawgiver. Okay? He's the one who makes the laws for everybody in all the modes of nature. Everybody follows his path in all respects. Bhagavad Gita. Okay? All paths are on the Lord. See, so he's the lawgiver for the entire creation. But I got some very good news for everybody. Whoever's listening here, you could be in the cafe if you want, or you could be on the video here speaking, you know, wherever you are. If you hear this, you're going to hear higher law that nobody's ever heard in a long time. Nobody is taught this like this. It's very different. So the Lord came to give a higher law, the highest law actually, see? And give us the ability to follow it. Otherwise, people don't have the ability. That's why you see in ISKCON, Gaudiya Smriti, Gaudiya Math, they can't follow the law that, you know, believe it or not, Gaur Hari Das and others here are following laws. But we're following a higher law, an easier law, a more wonderful law, wondrous law, a good news law, fantastic news law. Ask Lalita, she knows what I'm talking about. See? This is the law of Vrindavan. It's called affection for God, love for God. And not only just any God, the God of Vrindavan. See, the Lord, he has many different forms, and he has this form in Vrindavan. And part of his form, his other half, is Radha. See? We're under their law. And what is their law? Oh, meet them every day. Isn't it fantastic? Every day we meet those two. That is the law. It's the law we love to follow. You notice? I love meeting them every day. I look forward to it. And now I fulfilled all the law. Love, that is what Jesus meant. Love is the fulfillment of the law, really. The love of God is the fulfillment of the law. This is where the law is taken. The law of Moses, the law taught by Prabhupada, is bringing us the law of love, loving God. And then you're naturally a pretty good person. You know, yeah, you live life in bliss, transcendental, spiritual experience. Well, nobody understands you. They don't understand, you know, what's going on because most people don't know these higher laws of love of God. And see, the moral of the story is, how do you get into this higher law? By association. Just like Ajamil. He was in the mode of ignorance because of association and transcended the mode of goodness even by association. Okay? And it's the word. See, another in the story there, you could see it why the Vaidhi Bhaktis, the Vaidhi Bhaktas, the ones Prabhupada's disciples, even though they were with Prabhupada, who was a spiritually awakened, illuminated Mahapurusha, they just are on the level of rules, regulations, ceremonies. See? Because of the word he taught, how he taught, what he taught. See? So anyway, how do we know this? You go back into the story. You go back when the Yamadutas were frustrated because the Vishnu Dutas elevated Ajamil out of their jurisdiction. They go back to Yamaraj and they say, Yamaraj, nobody has thwarted your law before, your word. See, your word, your law, the word, the law. Nobody's ever thwarted that before. How come he was able to do this? And then so Yamaraj smiled. He says, oh, by the way, I didn't give you the word. I didn't give you a special word that they gave you. Okay? I taught you another level, but there is something beyond my jurisdiction. See? And this is, and so he began to teach them a new word, see, a new law, new laws, the higher laws. And that's how you're elevated. So even though Yamaraj was a pure devotee and qualified to and understood these higher things, he didn't teach his servants that yet. Just like Prabhupada, he didn't teach his servants what we're teaching. You know, he didn't teach them the principles of Raganuga Bhakti. Hey, when I came to ISKCON, nobody told me about Raganuga Bhakti and spontaneous devotion. Even though those symptoms awakened in me, you know, spontaneously. Matter of fact, they criticized what was happening for me. Oh, how dare you cry in our temple rooms, blah, 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 you know, that kind of stuff. So it's really beautiful. The Lord Chaitanya is the lawgiver. See? So he wants to give us laws that are very more and more. See, he wants to give us everything. He wants to make us goddesses of fortune, or god of fortune, whatever you identify. You know, a god of fortune, goddesses of fortune. He's the fortune. He's the good fortune. Relationship with the Lord is the good fortune everybody is looking for out here. They're looking for that good fortune in a man or a woman, or in money, in Bitcoin, crypto. But when it's in God Himself, this relationship is the good fortune. The relationship is the good fortune. Isn't that amazing? And it's in that good fortune is in the hands of His intimate servitors. Some of these women, it looks kind of funny. One woman looks like she has has gotten injections in her buttocks. It's like sticking out like 7 foot or something. It's amazing what people will do, huh? To look good. And that's you want to look good. People don't know, men, women, they want to look good externally. How about looking good internally, man? You want to look good? Get a relationship with the Lord. Come into the association of devotees. Be elevated into higher law, the law of Vrindavan, the law of affection for the Lord. You know, and just relish this relationship forever. That's the law. That's the law we want, man. That's what he's saying. I tell you, man. I'll see if I can sneak a picture. It's actually funny. Her buttocks is at least 2 feet protruding, you know. So anyway, it's just beautiful. It's really nice. These things they say, these devotees say about the Lord are just wonderful. They're so perfect glorification. I just loved it. Just speak about it. She's jealous now. What are you jealous about? What do you have to be jealous of? Are you kidding? Can you imagine Lalita is jealous of somebody? This lady is I've never seen so much bhakti in anybody, man. Oh, Johan also. Both of those two. Unbelievable. They're my heroes. Man, if I want to get purified, I just think about them. Just right now, I'm already feeling purified. Yeah, yeah, amazing. She was joking. Well, you can go to the doctor and get some injections there. Get your little butt sticking out. It looks really funny, man. It looks ridiculous, actually. It's kind of, you know what it looks like? These bodybuilders, they have all these muscles, and then the face looks, like really miserable. Mean. Like these muscles popping out. They can't even find clothes to fit them. Okay. The lawgiver. So now, why not let us all take shelter of the higher law, follow the process. See, this is the law. Okay, the law of salvation and beyond, the law of pure devotional service, the law of pure devotional service. Chapter 1, Adi Lila. This is the law. Just associate with devotees who have realized Krishna and Radha. Okay? They're the guru. They're the door. That's the law. You go through that door, you get the Lord. You don't go through that door, you don't get the Lord. You're trying to do it on your own strength, and it's so difficult in this Kali Yuga that you might as well just say, I'm not going to, just give up that path. It's a useless path. The Lord Chaitanya, the lawgiver, threw the brahmachari who only drank milk, out of his kirtan. Get him out of here, man. I don't want him polluting our fun. Yeah. Be careful, or you get bananas as me. I'd love to be as bananas as you, as long as I don't do the girly thing. I don't know. That's the girly thing is for you, man. It's for girls. I think I'm more of a cowherd boy. I like the more manly stuff. I like to go and bust my, that kind of stuff, man. I like to break rocks, clubs, use clubs and swords. There's more Kshatriya style. All right. So you are very dear to Lord Nityananda. See, and the crest jewel of Brahminical race. This stuff is so fantastic. I mean, each word, each glorification is just perfect. Man. You are very dear to Lord Nityananda. Now that is the essence. This is the best thing you'll get from being in association with devotees who the Lord is very dear to them. Dear means, oh, this is my love, man. This is my beloved. Man, this is my intimate friend. The only way you can get that relationship with the Lord, everybody has the equipment and the possibility, because we're all related to that Lord. We just have to be woke up to it. Okay? And then when the Lord is very dear to you, because you feel it, man, you feel the transcendental presence of that transcendental Lord, who is beyond of all the coverings of the universe. And he's here with you, living in your temple. Temple, body is the temple. Oh, how can you be better situated than that? Who needs any religion? Hey, man, I just need the Lord. We just communicate, play, He shaves his legs too? Oh my God. Well, Freddie knows. Go buy him a dress there, Freddie. All right, this guy. Oh, there you go. Yeah. And he's the crest jewel of the Brahminical race. See, crest jewel. See, the crest jewel is the actual. It's where he's where it all comes from. He's the best of all Brahmins, just like Prabhupada, the best of all Brahmins. He was not just like any Brahmin. He was a crest jewel. See? Devotees are the crest jewel because they've got the crest jewel. Relationship, Krishna, you know. So Lord Vishvambara continued his transcendental activities in Navadvip, but not all could see them. As Lord Vishvambara, the supreme hero, descended from Vaikuntha, went around revealing his pastimes, the sublime joy of the devotees also increased. And that's just how it is. See, not everybody sees. The Lord's Yoga Maya hides the activities and the qualities of the Lord and his devotees. See? You see how that works? The Lord hides this through his Mahamaya here in the world. He hides. He makes people who are have material qualities as important, as praiseworthy, even though their qualities are material. So some people are praising people in the mode of ignorance, in the mode of passion, mode of goodness. See, they're praising. They're praising, they're glorifying, because the shadow just naturally does that. We're built to glorify. We're built to praise. See? That's our nature, is as devotees, where everybody's praising the Lord in his various manifestations. But what manifestation are you praising? That's the question. Are you praising this transcendental manifestation? Or are you praising this manifestation in the modes of nature, mode of ignorance, passion, or goodness? So most are doing praising in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, right? Oh, and some people say, oh, no, I'm praising Radha and Krishna. Don't you see? I go to the temple, I see the deity, I'm praising them. There's where the subtle hypocrisy is. Okay? They're praising Krishna by name, okay? But they don't have the feeling which reveals the true Krishna and his true glories. See, they don't have that. Otherwise, they wouldn't go and praise in a hypocritical way. How do we know that? That they're praising the real Radha and Krishna. Well, that's why the Lord comes as a devotee, or he sends his devotees, who are manifestations of Satchidananda. So there's a lot of religious persons who go, oh, Radha Krishna, a lot of gurus, you know, oh, Radha Krishna, oh, I love you, I love you. And then they see Satchidananda, that same God who is Satchidananda, they see that Satchidananda potency and energy in a devotee, and they go, ooh, I don't like it. I ain't going to praise that. Oh, I see. That's hypocrisy. They can't help it. I'm not saying, oh, he's a hypocrite. No, just is. Can't help it. He's just bewildered. What are you going to do? My Lord, please forgive them. They know not what they do. They don't know their hypocrisy. That's why those who can recognize the Lord or the Lord's devotees very easily get Krishna, otherwise very hard. See, his dear most associate and brother, Lord Nityananda, accompanied him everywhere and relished the transcendental mellows with him and his devotees. Yeah, again, these sentences are just filled with truth. Okay? Lord Vishram, so his dear modest associate, so that was Nityananda. Oh, you know what? Many of you are becoming like that. You're becoming a dear most associate. Does that mean you're Nityananda or you're imitating Nityananda? No. The Lord has his form as a plenary portion, Nityananda. See? Very big form of God. He's like Mahavishnu, one of his forms. Balaram in Vrindavan, and also Nityananda. Oh, dear most associate. Oh, you know what we're doing here? Oh, making people, converting them into dear most, transforming them into dear most associates of the Lord's transcendental manifestation. That's our work here. That's our play here. That's our fun here. That's our potency given to us to do that. You can relate to this. You can say, wow, dear Moses, I totally know what that means. But you're not trying to imitate. You don't have to. You're just a devotee. We're just these little atoms. But the Lord is our dearmost associate now. Oh my goodness. In Chaitanya Lila, there was a devotee whom had this deity around his neck and talked to him when the Lord wanted something. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. And probable, actually. You know? But they see that devotee doesn't really need the deity to talk to. He's just, that's just a pastime. He could do it, or that could be the same devotee who had that deity around his neck. Also would chant Krishna's name. He would go like this. I sometimes do this too because I like doing this. He just he just would take a walk. He'd be walking around and just saying Krishna, Krishna, and relishing the nectar. See, that's communion. Krishna is his name, and just communing, associating, talking to Krishna, calling him, just relishing that association. I'm telling you, man, we got the most fantastic product in the universe, man. And more are not only are we going to recognize it, but it's going to become clear to others, and they're going to want it. Just like, because that's the nature. It just gets more and more attractive. Krishna becomes more and more attractive, more and more powerful in our lives, more and more influential. We become more and more influenced. And then our influence in the world to make people, I mean, this is a pure-hearted thing. I mean, it's so great to be a servant of the Lord. Not say, oh, I want to make devotees. No, I want to bring people to the Lord, make them love God. That's right, Johan. We all belong to the Adams family. We're a bunch of atoms here. See, floating around now. See, now we're catching the right orbit. Now we're all orbiting around Krishna. We're stuck to him now. We're in his orbit. That's basically what devotees do. They come and change our orbits. People are orbiting around Krishna's material potency, modes of nature they're orbiting around, in the world. And we change their orbit. We bring the transcendental Krishna in their orbit, and they start orbiting around. You see, Krishna, you're doing circumambulating. That's one of the 9 process of devotional service. We just start to circumambulate Krishna's transcendental manifestation, and relish that every day, every moment. Well, maybe not every moment, but a lot, more and more and more. We're orbitos. I think I need to go off and take a little walk before it gets too hot. This is great, man. Every sentence is just full of truth and nectar, man.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's awesome, man. It's called evolution. Evolution means you have developed enough brains. Yeah. Thank you there, Kamala Kanta. Very nice. Okay, we'll see you a little bit later. Hare Krishna.